Yo, people, always saying it's your boy Muzi13. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You already know what it is. And this is the post-match reactions to the Chelsea-Arsenal game. The game finished Chelsea 1, Arsenal 1. Was a very hyped game coming into it. Chelsea just coming into the game on good form. I think both Chelsea and Arsenal came into the game on pretty similar form. Last 5 games had won 4 and drawn 1. Obviously, a big week for both teams. Chelsea beat Burnley, I believe 2-0. They beat Barcelona 3-0, so they were pretty hyped coming to this game. Arsenal as well coming to this game on good form. Yeah, Arsenal coming to this game on good form. They had just beaten Tottenham, the North London Derby 4-1 before beating Bayern 3-1 in the Champions League. So it was a pretty big game for both teams. The game started very interesting. It was very intense. You could tell from the minute it started, Chelsea wanted to get stuck in. Arsenal wanted to get stuck in as well. You see, there were a lot of fouls in this game. I think Arsenal had 6 yellow cards this game, which is probably the highest I think Arsenal have had in a game this season, which is crazy. But even just coming into this game, it was good to see the likes of Odegaard back on the bench. Gyökeres was on the bench. Madueke was on the bench, which is good. Jesus on the bench as well. Obviously, the big blow was Saliba was missing the game with the knock in training, which is a big blow because Nketiah and Mascherano hadn't played together before, like in the Premier League at least. They had played in the Carabao Cup in the game against Brighton when they won 2-0, but it was obviously a big game for them to be thrown into, and you could see like the nerves were there. I feel like they didn't really settle into the game as much as I wanted them to. It was always touchy. There were a lot of transitions for Chelsea. But yeah, in the game flow in general, I felt like Chelsea felt like they had a point to prove this game. They wanted to show that they belong at the table in the title race conversation, and they started off pretty well. Arsenal kind of just held their shape, and then Arsenal had their own moments where they were like getting to the game, like getting to the flow of the game. There were some loose mistakes where we lost the ball, given to the likes of João Pedro in the box or close to the box a few times. There was one as well where Enzo, if he got a better touch, maybe he might have been through. Luckily, we got past those. It didn't cost us in that sense. And the game kept flowing. There were a lot of yellow cards. I feel like Anthony Taylor didn't really get a grasp of this game, which is why a lot of people were like, why is he refereeing this game? But it is what it is. He was bad for both teams. Big talking point was around the 30-something minute when Caicedo goes in for a tackle on Merino, catches him high on the ankle, studs up. Was a red card all day. He fouls him and then he starts rolling on the floor. I'm like, why are you rolling, bro? You fouled him. You know you're getting the red card. So almost like he was trying to delay the inevitable, but went to VAR and he got the red card, rightly so. And you're thinking after that, okay, Arsenal, like, let's take advantage of it. Let's go and seize this game and win it. That wasn't to be the case. The game went into halftime 0-0. Chelsea held their shape. They were pretty solid. Second half starts now. Chelsea come out like more, like you would think they didn't even have the red card. Like they still had 11 men. They were taking the game to Arsenal. They get a corner. And Reece James plays a beautiful corner in, and Chalobah flicks it out from the near post over David Raya, beats him. No chance for the keeper, 1-0 Chelsea. And after that, Arsenal decided to wake up, start taking the game more to Chelsea. And 10, 11 minutes later, Bukayo Saka had Cucurella isolated on the wing. Cucurella couldn't really be as aggressive as he wanted to be because in the first half, he got a yellow card for fouling Saka. And Saka manipulates him, puts the ball into a beautiful position for Mikel Merino. All he had to do was head it on target, and he did that. Brings us back into the game 1-1. And you're thinking, okay, Arsenal, now you have momentum. Take this game to them, go win this game. That wasn't the case. It felt like we were still like passive in this game. Arteta made some stubs. Took off Zubimendi, put Rice in the 6. And then at a point we were running Rice is a Odegaard in the midfield. He also took off eventually he brought on the likes of Lewis Kelly at halftime for Calafiori, who also got a yellow card. There was just a few subs in this game, or just you could tell like the rhythm was just not in the game at all. Like for Arsenal at least, Chelsea defended resolutely. They did what they had to do, and they'd be obviously the happier side to pick up the point today. Maybe they would have argued that if they had 11 men, they would have taken more of an initiative to go on and win this game, but red cards in the game sometimes it's never as straightforward as it is where like, oh, the other team has a red card, you're gonna go on and beat them 3-4. Sometimes if you're resolute defensively, it makes the game even harder. Team was obviously not gonna attack as much, and Chelsea were pretty much resorting to transitions to kind of counter Arsenal, and they played very well in all honesty. You got to give props and be like, they're a good team. Maresca is a good coach. So Arsenal are going to take the point. It is what it is. Take the point back to the Emirates. We have a big game on Wednesday against Brentford. Hopefully get that win and, continue adding some more points on the board, and then I'll be looking good. But yeah, Arsenal won, Chelsea won. Best player on the pitch today probably going to be Reece James. I felt like from a Chelsea perspective, he was outstanding. Ran the show for them, was winning a lot of duels. Obviously got them the assist from the corner, and all around he was quality. So I'd say in terms of man of the match for this game, it had to be Reece James for sure. Yeah, Arsenal players just gotta, brush this one off and bad day at the office, but it can happen. And you just go and hopefully get those 3 points against Brentford. Hopefully William Saliba is back for that game as well, because we're going to need him. I don't think having Nkapia and Mosquera as a partnership is going to work as of right now. So, yeah, it's been your boy Muzi13. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to see you guys in the preview for the Brentford game, and we out. Peace.